3HAVO3VWO, Chapter 5, Lesson 5, the gerund or the to infinitive. It's from real time in your books on pages 176 and 177. Gerund or to plus infinitive. What is the gerund? What do you mean by that? It's a grammar word, and the gerund is a verb plus ing, but there's no to be. And it's used as a noun. So then it becomes a noun. And a noun is een zelfstandig naamwoord. Okay. Verb plus ing without to be. But smoking is bad for your health. So you can't say we are smoking. That is the continuous. So smoking is bad for your health. There is no to be. And smoking becomes a noun. Het is het roken. Dat is slecht voor je gezondheid. So omdat ik er het voor kan zetten, weet ik, het is een zelfstandig naamwoord. Smoking is bad for your health. Verb plus ing without to be. What do you mean with to infinitive? Well, after to, there is an infinitive, and it's a verb. And it's always the verb, infinitive. Some old men like to smoke a cigar after dinner. Like to smoke a cigar after dinner. Some old men like to do that. So then you have your to plus infinitive, hele werkwoord. Not old men like to smokes or old men like to smoked. No, old men like to smoke a cigar after dinner. Some old men do that. Now let's go back to the gerund. How and when do you have to use the gerund? There are about 4 rules that you have to remember. So it's not that easy peasy, but if I explain to you, you will remember them. And I'm going to tell you all the rules step by step. So the first one is after a preposition. And sometimes there are verbs that have a preposition. They always go together. Now, examples: about, without, to, from, for, on, of, in. Now, when you look at to, there is a look forward to, uitkijken naar, look forward to. That's always, they are together. Interested in, I'm interested in, ik ben geïnteresseerd in. And then you have a preposition, and then you have to use the gerund. So you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. So after without is a preposition. As you can see over here, without is a preposition. So without breaking eggs. I'm interested in studying abroad. I would like to do that. So in, studying abroad, interested in, and then I have to use the gerund. That's rule number 1. After a preposition. Rule number 2, after certain verbs. So preposition or after certain verbs. Now, which verbs are that? Look at this list, learn them by heart. Love, like, enjoy, prefer, dislike, begin, start, hate, stop, continue. There are more, there are loads more, but after these you get the gerund. So I hate working from home because I would like to see you in real life, face you, look in your eyes and say, do you understand that? And you all say yes, and some say no, and I can see that. So I hate working from home. And the other one is I enjoy traveling. Can't do that anymore, but I enjoy traveling. And that is after enjoy, the gerund. So you see there is no am, is, are, was, were. It's not I enjoy am traveling. No, I enjoy traveling. But still rule number 2. After these verbs, and I've written them down again, it's also possible to use to infinitive. But you have to be careful because the meaning is a little bit different. So look at this sentence. Do you like dancing? Do you enjoy dancing in general? So it's just, I ask you the question, do you like dancing? Oh yeah, I love to, and especially this music. But if I say, would you like to dance? I mean now. Then Here we are in the club, there's a nice song, and you think, and you see this guy, and you walk over and you say, would you like to dance? So there's a difference in meaning, general, or do you mean specific? And there are two more verbs, remember, forget. Remember, forget. Remember, forget, and you use the gerund, it refers to the past, and you always talk about the past. If you use it with to infinitive, it refers to the future. Oh my word, difficult. No. I still remember getting my first bike. I was 6 years old and I got my first bike. We got to the shop and my dad said, look at this bike. Red and white, shining, fantastic, brand new. I still remember getting my first bike. That was in the past. I still remember getting my first bike. I'll never forget meeting the Queen. Buckingham Palace, there she was, walking up to the gate. There I was standing. I'll never forget meeting the Queen. She said, hi. I said, hello, how are you? I'll never forget meeting the Queen. So I know it's in the past. But if I use to infinitive, then it refers to the future. You have to remember to walk the dog. Yesterday you forgot. There was a lot of in the house. So please, it's your job. You have to remember to walk the dog. In the future, you have to do that in the afternoon. Or you mustn't forget to buy toilet paper. It's nearly finished. So when you go to the supermarket, I mustn't forget to buy toilet paper. And that is in the future. So this is clear. Remember and forget. You can use the gerund and you can use infinitive. Okay, rule number 3 as a subject of a sentence. Subject on the verb. Oh, yeah. Okay, look at this one. Smoking cigarettes is bad for your health. Now it's the subject on the verb. Smoking cigarettes is bad for your health. Reading poetry is one of my hobbies. Subject of the sentence is reading poetry. So the gerund. It's not that difficult. You see the start of the sentence very often is the start of the sentence. Gerund, verb plus in. After expressions, well, there are 2 expressions I want you to remember, and that is it's no use, and the other one is I don't mind. After this, use the gerund, not to infinitive. It's no use telling him his behavior is bad. It's no use. He will not listen. Don't say it's no use to tell him. No, it's no use telling him his behavior is bad. Or, I don't mind teaching from home. I hate it, but I don't mind teaching from home. So we have 4. We have prepositions or verb with prepositions. We have certain verbs. And you know the whole list, love, like, enjoy, dislike, hate, prefer. And then you have start, begin, continue, remember, forget. You have to remember these. Rule number 3. What was rule number 3? I can't remember. Rule number 3? I can't remember rule number 3. Oh yeah, as a subject of the sentence. It's very often in the beginning. Smoking is bad. Reading poetry. Yeah. And number 4, after expressions. It's no use. I don't mind. Any questions about this subject? And you already know what will come after this one, so you can stop the video. This is my email address, and you can also find me on YouTube. Have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck studying.